So it's Marki Lemons-Ryhal, and she's going to speak to us today on social media and technology and just things that are changing and how we can implement and always sort of be on the cutting edge. So, Marki.
What's going on, Inman? I'm your girl, Marki Lemons-Ryhal, social media speaker and Facebook Live host. And I love all things social media and technology. Today we live in a world of freemium where everything appears to be free. But yet when you pay the premium price, you tend to get a little more for your money. When we start thinking about social media and technology, they say things are going to change drastically in 2019. We've been in a world of constant change. No 2 days are the same. I'm pretty sure if you looked at your mobile device today, you have yet another update. Some of us have 50 updates and wonder why it doesn't do what we think that it should do. But let me tell you something, what's not going to change. The need for people to tell you all their business in real time. I don't know if you had a grandmother like my grandmother, but I'm the child who got a check mark and exercised self-control every single quarter of grammar school and high school. But my grandmother told me, she said, Marki, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so that you could listen twice as much as you talk. As real estate professionals, we need to listen because people are telling us all their needs and their wants in real time. February is upon us, right? And what's going to happen in February? This is the month of what? Love. So we know that on February the 14th, we're going to see 2 different posts that would indicate the need to buy or sell real estate because we're going to have highly motivated potential buyers. And from the woman, it's going to look like this. He put a ring on it. And from the guy, it's going to be, she said yes to the ring. So when I think about how I'm going to spend my time, my money, and my energy, the first thing I'm going to do, regardless to what's going to change, I'm just going to simply sit and listen. Because now I run to Michael's, I run to Marshall's, I run to TJ Maxx and Ross because they got a $1.99 card for every major occasion. You get engaged, it's a card. You experience a death, it's a card. Something happens to your pet, it's a card. And so before we spend any money, we want to start connecting our online and our offline. Well, they say that every single year, our digital spend is going up. This year, we will have 1.3, actually over 1.3 million realtors. Our associations are experiencing growth month after month. If we look at economics, right, it seems to be the more we have, the more they charge. But for every single tool that is in the marketplace, there's a tool to the tool or an app for the tool. When I think about Instagram, Instagram is free. However, I need to have word swag. I need to have buffer. I need to have plainly, I guess that's how you pronounce it. There's an Insta this, an Insta that, just to use the Instagram itself. So we're spending more and more money, but we haven't listened to consumers' needs and wants in real time, to people who are already connected to us via Messenger. What is going to change is that we want to see a bigger return. We want to know what people are doing, where they're doing it, and how can we connect and engage with them. The last thing I tell my agents to do is spend yet another dollar on someone to generate leads for you. I believe we should be fishermen and that we should generate our own leads. But then again, this is the world of being an entrepreneur. When we think about our social platforms, Facebook is still at the very top. And when we think about this, it's not just Facebook. Facebook owns Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook owns Messenger. Facebook owns WhatsApp. Facebook almost owns everything. So do I think that we should hang out on Facebook? Most definitely we should hang out on Facebook. I have a son, he's 22 years old. And 22-year-olds would have you to believe that they don't do anything on Facebook. They telling some lies, y'all. Now, let me tell you this. My son does not like, comment, or share on anything that I post on Facebook. But the picture I posted yesterday, he did take a screenshot of it, sent me a text message and said, Mom, I thought I told you this is how I want your hair to look at my graduation. Now, he did not like, comment, or share that post. Then you have my aunt, soon to be 90 years old. Y'all better not tell her I told you her age. Needless to say this, you would believe that a 90-year-old is not on Facebook. Well, my aunt doesn't like, comment, or share on anything I post on Facebook. But I promise you, Sunday at the dinner table, I'm going to hear about everything in the order in which I posted it on Facebook. Why? Because the trustee, Edna Salter, is going to tell her at church before she makes it to dinner. So we definitely want to think about Facebook. We want to think about Instagram. We want to think about Messenger in 2019. Video. Y'all still scared of video? Raise your hand if you're scared of video. I see your hands raised. Well, I need y'all to take a real good look at me, all right? I am the shortest, darkest, roundest person in this room with the least amount of hair. And I am going to create video content every single day. The reason is people do not care how I look. They care if I can solve their buying and selling problems. People don't care how you look. They want you to solve their problems. And this year, 84% of all content viewed will be in the form of a video. I want you to take your mobile device. I want you to stand on any corner in your community. I want you to talk to people as they pass you by. I want you to ask them questions, and I want you to post that video. If you don't like how you look, put a baseball cap on. It's as simple as that. But here's the true power of video. They used to say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. 1 minute of video content is worth 1.8 million words. I think you should be some 1 minute video creating fools since it is worth 1.8 million words. Video, video, video. And one of the reasons that I love video, besides the fact that I'm solving problems, is because you can take one video and convert it into umpteen. I used to say 20, then I realized it was 200. So now I came up with a new word, umpteen different forms of content. You're going to use a tool called Temi, T-E-M-I, and you're going to do audio to text conversion, okay? I'm going to now have my blog post. I'm going to turn it into a podcast, which is actually what I do. I am going to take some of those great quotes, and we're going to turn it into a photo quote. But I can't tell you enough about video. Well, I could tell you enough about video, and it's the fact that now we're looking at investing in stories. What are stories? Stories are vertical video. Today, 1 billion interactions will occur with vertical video. So yes, you might be a little confused because we come from the world of horizontal videos, how this screen looks. And now, because we're placing ads on everything, we've become accustomed to square videos. Well, now I'm telling you, take your phone and hold it straight up, and you have vertical video. The reason we're engaging with 1 billion stories today is because none of us, or I would say the mass majority of us, did not leave home without our mobile device. We're consuming this video content from the palm of our hands. There's this thing called Snapchat and Instagram stories and Facebook stories. So if you want to know where to invest your time, think about the fact that I just told you that 1 minute of video content is worth 1.8 million words. A story is going to be photos and snippets. Why not do a 1 minute story every single day, and you will conquer video and stories, since we know that people are consuming this. The problem with stories is they disappear in 24 hours. However, you can highlight them on one place, put them in your feed in another place, and save them to your mobile device. So can you repurpose your stories? Most definitely, you can repurpose your stories. Accounting for social media mindset should be the starting point of any given advertisement. The first thing is you gotta have an attention grabber. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your last listing might not be an attention grabber. Every last one of your listings has 3 disqualifiers in it. The first thing, it's not the community I want to live in. It's not the price point I can or cannot afford. It's not the bedroom, bathroom count that I need. So generally, people are disconnecting from your last greatest listing because it doesn't speak to them. So you want to have an attention grabber. Drop some stats on them. Tell them what's going on good in the neighborhood. Do not be a Debbie Downer and talk poorly about the community that you want to sell. Introduce the problem. Now, I live on the south side of Chicago. Okay, y'all should have a little empathy for me because I can't even get back home because it's -12 in Chicago. I had a friend from New York, he called, he said, what do you do when it's -12 outside? Well, for some of us, we can't even get home to experience it. But I need to introduce a problem. How are you going to buy a house on the south side of Chicago? Well, maybe we need to layer some down payment assistance. I've just provided the solution. What do I do on video? I interview people who solve my consumers' problems in real time. I don't need to be the expert. Clearly, I don't need to be the cutest. All I need to do is do what? Solve their problems. So you can do all of that in every bit of 60 seconds over coffee. Here's an idea here. You got your little cute boy. He getting ready to run him a marathon. Professional video will guarantee that you stand out from the competition. This video received 2.2 million views, 4,200 reactions, 594 comments, and 509 people shared that video. You can do ad spend as little as $1 per day over on Facebook. But now we got this thing called Messenger, right? Well, this number threw me off. The use of messaging apps surpassed the use of social networks. That means that we can do ads now on anything in Messenger. I'm starting to see them pop up. So I'm seeing my regular news feed ad. I'm seeing my story ad. I'm seeing my Messenger ad. And I don't care what the ad looks like. I need you to solve my problem. If not, I'm going to skip right over it, okay? So you want to think about what are the problems in the community that you serve. You want to engage people who are smarter, more outgoing, more gregarious than you are. You want to bring them and you want to interview them. The ideal way to me to do this would be Facebook Live so that you can come out and get the biggest bang for your buck. You then store that, and now I'm going to do an ad behind that video in stories and in Messenger because I know that messaging is 15 times more engaging than email is. Last but not least, you got to think outside of the box. Do what no one else is doing. I do trolley tours back in Chicago because no one else does trolley tours. But no one else is getting 10 pre-approved buyers in a Saturday afternoon on an event that the bank sponsored and wants to continue to give us money to do because we're pulling out 10 pre-approved buyers every single time we do a trolley tour. And what do we do with that trolley tour? We video it so that we can share it to the world and let people know what they've missed out on. But who doesn't want to be the latest pre-approved buyer? Video, 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 whether it is horizontal, square, or vertical. My name is Marki Lemons-Ryhal, and I'm your girl, all right?